What do you want? Huh? What do you want? That light's gonna blind y'all again. I'm gonna have to turn it off. Watch out, boy. Alright, boys. Gals. Oh, daggone, I got another light. Daggone. There. Turn that one off. Let me get the box, because I'm wanting to talk about something here. That ain't it. Right here is what I want to talk about. Okay, I can't flip the camera around. But I bought one of these. It's the Ring. And it's got HD 1080 video, two-way talk, advanced motion detection, hardwired installation, Wi-Fi connected, and snapshot capture. Everybody's having a problem with the snapshot capture. It ain't working right. And the reason is for that is because the firmware ain't updating. Mine is still stuck on the 1.16 or whatever, 0.0272 or 727, something like that. 227. And I just wanted to let y'all know, get a hold of tech support and let them know that you're having an issue with it. They're going to walk you through the troubleshooting, either through chat or on the phone, over the phone. And they're going to try to get it to even if they have to push it to try to get it to update, and they're going to walk you troubleshoot, you know. And if it don't update, then they'll see it that it won't update. And what they'll do is, as they did with me, is they're going to send you out a new unit for free of charge. They won't charge you for shipping or nothing. And then they'll also send you a label in the box for the old one that you got to ship back to them. And you got 30 days to send it back to them once the other one's delivered. The new one, or the replacement. And I'm over here belching. It's what happens when I usually drink a little bit of beer. Just, I don't know, stomach issues, I guess. But anyways, when you get the replacement, like I said, you got 30 days to return the other one. And the new one is supposed to be able to be updated. There was something with the firmware on the older ones. I don't know what happened. It kind of reminds me of the old diskette days when, like, the 3.5 diskettes were, you could switch that little thing and write protect it so nothing could be written on it until you unswitched it or covered that hole up or whatever, and then you could write on the diskette again. Or like cassette tape. Same thing. And I don't know if there was a programming issue or somebody accidentally did something when they made the circuit boards or what, but you can't update these. And that's why they're sending out replacements, you know. So I'm sorry that y'all got to go through this issue, because I'm going through it. And there are others on the forum boards that are going through it, and they're trying everything, as well as everybody else. And they're all trying to come up with solutions and help everybody out that's going through this problem. Like me, I'm making a video about it, you know, on what you can do to try to remedy the problem. And as of right now, it's tech support. That's the only thing. And for you all that are having doorbell issues, chime issues, mechanical chimes, I've got one right there, a little white thing there. I had to upgrade my voltage, my transformer. It was, believe it or not, the old one was 10 volts. And I think it was 10 VA. It was real low. And I was like, not even 16 volts, you know, or 16 VA. And that's crazy, you know. So, actually, I still got the old one. I can show y'all. Show y'all. That way I'm not like going off memory here. My memory's horrible. Get over here in the light. Oh. Alrighty here. Let's look at this bad boy. See? Yep. Okay, it's this is why I needed it. Alright, I don't know if y'all can see this. This is what a transformer looks like. It's got this. Here's the back. It's got this little, where the wires used to be, I cut them off so I could rewire the new one. But it's got this little, see that? Set screw. And then you got, right there, I don't know if the camera can make that out. That's the set screw. And what that's for is if you want to mount it on something, you just unscrew that and then you can screw it into, like, I don't know, some people have them on their furnaces. They're mounted on their furnaces, or they've also been caught being mounted to a wall junction box, like a metal junction box. Depending on the age of your house, how old it is. Like, now mine, I've remembered, because I was up in my attic one day, and I was looking around for something. I mean, I don't store nothing up there, but I don't remember what I was doing. Oh, I remember what I was doing. I was running some wire for security cameras, is what it was. And I remember seeing this up there in the attic, and I was like, I didn't know what it was at first, until later I got this doorbell, and they said that I might have to upgrade this, and I was like, oh wait, that's what that was. I remember that now. I didn't know that's where it went to my doorbell. Makes sense now. But this is what it says. It says 5 VA, 10 volts. So that is way under the specifications for the Ring doorbell. The Ring doorbell specs tell you that it has to be at least 16 volts, 30 VA, which, if you know anything about electricity, the 16 volts is kind of like, the best way I can try to describe what volts is the pressure. If I'm not mistaken, is the pressure, or am I thinking amps? Hell, it's been a while. I might have it backwards, but I'm going to tell you the best way that I can how it is. Let's say you got a garden hose, and it's like this big, all right? Well, there ain't much pressure behind that. If you got something that big, there ain't much pressure. All that water and current is trying to push through this wire or the hose, and it's so small, it's having problems. Well, if you open it up to about this big, there's more pressure back behind that. There's more water that can flow in the circumference, and the pressure of it is going to get there quicker. Well, basically, it's the same thing with current, electricity. If you've got something that's got low volts, then the current ain't going to be that strong. So you have to up the current, which that's why they tell you a lot of people are upgraded 25 volts, 30 VA. Now, I upgraded from a Lowe's transformer, which was 25 volts, 20 VA, which is volts AC, 20 volts AC, or VAC. A lot of people know it as VAC. And all it is, it converts AC electricity into DC current because that's what this unit runs off of. That's why, like, some of them come with rings, come with batteries, and you can recharge the batteries. They'll last like 6 months before you got to recharge them. They got spotlights that have batteries. Now you can hook them up to solar panels to recharge those batteries. But everything just about is still ran on DC current, which is direct current. And it's with these handy little devices that they're able to do that with. But, you know, check yours out. Make sure it ain't running at a real low volts, because if it is, it's going to need to be upgraded. And as long as you shut your electricity off, if you don't know the breaker, which one it's attached to. Mine was attached to that kitchen ceiling fan right there, up in the attic. So, me, I just shut I turned the main power off, the main breaker, and that shuts everything off. And then I went and replaced it. I ohmed it out to check it before I even touched it, to make sure it was off. So you always want safety first, you know. But if you know the breaker and it's labeled correctly, you can just shut off that breaker to that appliance. Like mine, now that I know where it's wired into, I can just shut the kitchen appliance area off, and I won't have to shut the main breaker off and lose power to everything. I don't know what else, like, oh, then you got this little device. If you've got like a 16 volt transformer in your house, and it's operating on 20 VA or 16 VA, 30 VA, whatever, they give you this little battery. It's a Pro Kit 2, version 2, and the version 2, between the version 1 and version 2 is version 1 don't have the bypass. If you wanted to bypass the bell, mechanical bell, on the version 2 they've got it where you can just plug the 2 wires on the ring box into this battery, and it just connects the 2 wires together basically. So you bypass the mechanical bell, and then you can wirelessly link them to either with your a chime, a digital chime, or you can just have it run on your phone. When you get notifications, somebody hits the bell, and it'll send it to your phone. And the little mechanical bell chime won't ring or nothing. That's the difference. But they ask you to plug that up. It looks like a battery pack, which basically that's all it is. Or some call it a capacitor. It just gives that ring system, the little doorbell outside your house, extra power when it needs it. You know, to try to operate the chime. That's why, like, you can push the bell one time or so, and then it'll ring. But then other times there's a delay. That's because it's trying to recharge that battery before you ring the doorbell again. But if you got the proper voltage, then you don't have to worry about that. Now mine still has a delay, and I think a lot of it also has to do with firmware, which it won't update. And so I think that's where the problem lies, on the delay, where you ring it, and it'll ring once, and you go to ring it again within like 4 seconds later, and then all of a sudden you get a ding later. You'll get the chime. I've got the chime kit, and then you'll get the mechanical ring, but there's a delay in it, and by then, you know, that person could be already walking off to their vehicle or UPS, mail, whatever, and then you might miss your package. You've got to sign for it, you know. So that's why a lot of people are they're having complaints about the unit. So that's all I want to tell, you know. Y'all be safe out there. Take care. I love y'all. And always carry if you carry. I'm talking about your fire sticks. Love y'all. Bye.